Hey guys, what's up? Blacker Bricks here, back with another video for Tips Tuesday. Now, before I get into the video, I wanted to remind you that, as always, there will be Amazon affiliate links in the description below. Now, I would really appreciate if you guys click on them because they go right back to the channel and the store, obviously. Now, as you can see, I'm pretty much showing you the YouTube channel dashboard, and currently we're at 477 subscribers. At the beginning of the month, actually, I received 400, and my plan was by the end of September to get to 500. It is the 22nd of September, so about 8 days left, and we only need 23 subscribers, guys. So I guess share with your friends and family, and let's try to get to 500 by the end of this month. So anyways, the reason for me making this video today is I wanted to talk to you guys about just YouTube and Lego YouTube and how I have learned to use my analytics to my use. So right now, this is my most popular video. It currently sits at 6,974 views, which is just crazy, honestly, every time I think about it. So this has about 384 hours of watch time, and oops, looks like I got an email. As you can see, that the growth was actually fairly consistent, not like high or anything, just consistent. And right around the 60-day mark, about 2 months after the video came out, it really started to pick up pace, right? Even if we look at the view count, till then, it only received about 450 views. And at that point, I don't even think it was the most popular video on my channel. But it slowly started to pick up, and that's when I realized it was getting pretty much like 10-20 views every single day, and consistently too, just kept going higher and higher and higher and higher. And it's been I'd say almost 6 months since the video has come out. That was back in March 29th, so just about a week away from 6 months. And in like the last 48 hours, 150 views. Subscribers too, I've gotten over 72 subscribers, and that's just amazing. This has reached, let's see if it'll show me. The engagement has also been pretty high. The average view duration is about 3 minutes. Audience has been all over the world. We have viewers in United States, Kingdom, India, Canada. I'm sure there are probably more countries because this is only accounting for about 3,000, so only about a fraction of all the viewers. And I'd say it's a fairly diverse crowd. Unfortunately, about 96% are not subscribed, so it's very important to create consistent sort of content, right? So people want to subscribe. That's the issue, and that's what makes it difficult. Now, my next most popular video has a similar but kind of different story, right? Interestingly enough, my top 3 videos all came out in the same week. I don't know what it was about that week. I never had the intention of going viral, and I wouldn't really say I have. But this video had a pretty steady increase until right around the beginning of this month. So September 9th, this was at 2,423 views, right? And in the last 12 days alone, this has pretty much tripled in views, right? Is it 2,400? Okay, so maybe tripled is a bit of an exaggeration. Triple would be about 7,200. But it has a huge increase in the last couple of days, and that is absolutely insane. Watch time as well, subscribers, all of it, right? This had only gotten me 15 subscribers, and boom, like so many subscribers just from this video alone, right? So people really, really enjoy this video, and at the rate at which it's growing, it's just a couple more days till this will become my most popular video. Maybe 7,000, 8,000, right? I have no clue. If we look at the analytics on this one, we can see it's also fairly consistent. Now, one of the really important measures on YouTube is your click-through rate. Let me see where I can access the click-through rate. Yes, here it is. Okay, so this is also known as the CTR, and I'm not sure how many of you guys are aware of this, but this is a very, very important analytic. So this video has pretty much shown on 34,000 people's screens, right? So you have a recommended page on YouTube where, let's say if I just go to YouTube right now, it's going to show me some things, right? So it's going to show me some songs. It's going to show me some shows, some Lego stuff, some tennis stuff. It's all based on things that I watch, right? So similarly, people that watch Lego stuff or cheap Lego or Lego sale stuff, they got this video on their recommended page. Now, depending on the thumbnail, and usually people just go on the thumbnail. I haven't really seen too many people click on videos because, oh wow, it's so popular. Usually it's the thumbnail that leads them in. So this was a fairly simple but I think effective thumbnail because it has done so well. 6 great websites for buying cheap Lego sets. So we have the Lego website. We have a lot of text actually, which I'm surprised did well because usually a lot of text is not ideal, but it has that big number that catches your attention, like 6. It's like a list, right? And it has a pretty long duration too, so that's interesting. But about 15% of everyone that saw this clicked on it, right? I guess it peaked over here at about 42%, and right now it's averaging about 15%. So that's that. Let's check out some of these other videos because 15% is definitely above average on YouTube in general. If you look at this one, this is a bit lower. Interestingly enough, because I thought this would do well because it has this big Lego set on it, but I guess that's not that interesting. This other set, the third most popular, this has 9%. So it actually seems that the less popular the video is, the lower the click-through rate. So maybe they're almost directly proportional. This one, interestingly enough, has 12.2%. Now, this was definitely one of my better thumbnails. This is really when I started to understand how important they were. I have the Lego logo nice and big. I have the word cheap and minifigures and how to. Those are all really good words. And I have a little minifigure. This was, I think, a new set at the time. This was March, so that's just around when these sets came out. And he's poking out. And yeah, that must have convinced people. Now, this is a very, very interesting one, right? So I created this review just on a whim. And if you look, what's really interesting and I guess sort of sad is the fact that all of these videos came out in March and April. None of my recent videos have done that well, as of September at least. I don't know, in the future maybe I'll have a video do even better, but I guess that's that. So if you look at the thumbnail compared to all the other ones, it's quite different because all these are very clean. They have white backgrounds, nice and organized. Now this one is a castle tower, which is fairly attractive. It's centered and everything, but it's a very messy background. The text is sort of hard to read, honestly, because when you go on YouTube, right, it's not going to be a huge picture. It's just this tiny little picture, right? It's like you see that judo guy screaming and you're like, okay, I gotta press on that now, right? It's just like a snap reaction, right? If you want to click on something or not. So when I expected that the click-through rate on this video would be fairly low, right? And I saw that this is one of the lowest on my channel, 5.9%. This peaked at about 19%. And the reason why that click-through rate is so low is because of the poor thumbnail, right? This was pretty much recommended to over 18,000 people, right? 18.6K. But it only got 1.7 thousand videos or 1.7 thousand views because the thumbnail was so bad. So it's very important to create attractive thumbnails. This, for example, was definitely one of my most popular videos for a while, and it's actually had a very successful series. I'll definitely make some more of those. If we take a look at the click-through rate on this, it's 7%, which is not the best, but it's okay. This is another really good thumbnail in my opinion. We got the big Bricklink and Lego logos. We have the font, and look at that, 11%. So I would always suggest to have these nice, clean, and crisp logos, right? This is honestly, it's not the best. It's not the worst either. It's fairly average as far as thumbnails go. Let me unzoom on that real quick. I'll just refresh it. So yeah, I just think everyone should know how important these sort of things, thumbnails and click-through rate, end up being on your channel. I don't know why that's taking so long. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what sort of things you guys have seen as successful in your YouTube channel. I know that some of you that are subscribed to me have even more subscribers and views than me, so I would definitely like to learn a thing or two. Interestingly enough, in the time we've been discussing all this, I've gotten 4 views on my newest video. I guess check that out too. In the recent times, I guess in this month so far, let me take a look at my most popular video. Yeah, this one actually, I wouldn't say it blew up, but It did fairly well. This got 550 views. It has almost a exponential growth here. Look at that. Wow. So if we look at it, within the first 2 days itself, first 2 days, 400 views, which is brilliant. Watch time and subscribers, all of that. Oh, just 2 subscribers. That's no problem. All of that was extremely, extremely quick in the beginning, and then it just sort of leveled out. So ideally, you don't want to have videos like that. Usually this sort of performance is directly reflective of pop news, right? Now, this is news. Adidas shoe teaser, right? Everyone's like, wow, shoe teaser. Let me check it out, right? Now, after a while, everybody knows about it. No one's going to be clicking on your video, right? The amount it grew in like 2 days, it still hasn't even grown that much in the last like 4 weeks, right? Because this is just like pop news, right? On the other hand, videos like this, cheap sets and cheap Lego, all that sorts of things, those are consistently interesting, right? So the only issue with making just news videos is usually they don't end up being too popular for a long time, right? Like you don't go and watch old news videos, right? Because there's no real reason to. That's why they are sort of problematic. That's why I don't make them that much. They are good for getting quick views, and sometimes they'll do really well. Like my Hogwarts Diagon Alley video, that was an interesting story. This was actually removed by copyright claim. I know I haven't really shared this. I'll probably go into detail another time. This did extremely well. If I think I can show you, this had 31 likes and about 1,700 views in just 2 days. So exceptional growth. Unfortunately, it was removed, and I know the reason for that. That it was not put there for good reason. Anyways, that's it for today's video, guys. I guess remember, if you're in the US, to go register and vote. That's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.